Jay Sano without intro music. Jay Sano with intro music. Intro music remix. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome.
So, Arcus.
Hey, what's up?
So Arcus doesn't remember what he did when he was on the server, which is such a shame because he's going to be so upset with himself.
We need to sleep. It's very rainy and dark.
So I spawned in front of 4 dogs, and
Can I teleport you 4 blocks, thinking that you were back at spawn?
yeah.
Just teleport you into the house from outside the house, basically. So last time we were here, we were down at the mob grinder, and
right.
I killed you at the end of that stream. We were really real drunk. I rewatched the VOD because I couldn't quite remember what happened either.
Oh, but I don't drink, Guude.
Oh, what you drunk right now?
Well, shut up. So I died, I guess. That's the I can agree to that. That did really happen, I guess. I don't have any stuff.
Yeah, so we put everything in the chest, and the chest was at the spot where the mobs drop for the mob grinder. We were just going to leave it there, and has anyone told you about the episode that went out today?
No. What happened?
See anyone in your chat that may have seen that episode today? Because there was a small little explosion that happened to happen.
No. Hold up.
The biggest problem is there happened to be 2 explosions.
Yeah.
There was one that killed me as well as the chest, but you might feel that that's no big deal. But on my death screen, I watched a second creeper explode.
How does it even happen if you're already dead?
I think maybe a skeleton had shot a creeper trying to shoot Jeff.
How does this happen the only time there's anything important happening on the Minecraft server, such as my stuff is in a chest? How does this happen? So you're saying everything's gone? It's all gone.
Would you be really upset?
It's got my elytra. Without it, I'm like a butterfly without my wings. I'm just an ugly wannabe ant.
I don't even know if you're really a butterfly anymore. Not even one without the wings. Now you're just like a dung beetle.
I even got shit. I don't have no ball of poop. So it's all gone.
So, luckily, a zombie had picked it up in the time that the creeper was exploding. And so the zombie wearing all your armor killed me and Jeff over and over and over again until eventually we managed to kill him and get your stuff. At least most of it, I think.
Most of it.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't know where I put it, though. Yeah, it's in this chest right here. This top chest here.
You got my elytra! Oh,
zombie had it.
Guude not only got some of your stuff back and was so determined, he's like, oh my god, mobs do not pick up elytras. Mobs don't pick them up. It's gone forever. And like a majestic being around a corner, this zombie wearing your elytra just comes walking toward us.
That's amazing. Wow. You guys had probably such an adventure. This sounds like, wow.
We lost all of our stuff. All of our stuff was gone. Got gone.
Yeah,
I got my bow back. That's the one thing I got back, which is the most important thing that I have.
How are you guys so bad at this game? You've been playing this for 5+ years now.
Arcus, who are you talking to here? The guy who got asked to join the server because of how bad he was at this game.
Oh, that is right. That's right. That is true. That's very true.
So we finished the mob farm.
You did.
Yeah, that's how your stuff got blown up. And then we had to fix the mob farm.
Hold up. No. You guys said this mob farm is going to the sky. Are you doing compromises?
We're going to do that too. No, we're going to do that still. That's still a thing. But we finished it for now.
It's functional, you say.
Yeah. It's functional in the fact that it kills the enemies because they drop really far, but there's no killing room for it yet. One of the reasons is I need to make 4 sticky pistons. so we can retract or push them out, and then just have a place where we can whack the mobs.
I forgot that was how we ended the last stream.
Yeah, but we don't have any more slime balls to make the sticky pistons. But we are in a slime chunk. I actually don't know which part of the chunk is a slime chunk. But...
There's nothing here.
Okay. I don't know how we get to either. Actually, I do know where I can take you to where your stuff got almost lost. I know how to get there.
I just went down in the slime chunky area. The place where
It's good to know. It's good to know that on the Minecraft server, your stuff is in the worst hands possible.
Well, technically, it was in the worst hands possible the first time you died, right? Because you're the one who gave it to us by dying.
Yeah, well, but they were only bad that night. They were good. They're better now. They're better hands. I don't remember because we were talking about. I'm sure you guys did like a recap of that night already, somewhat. But I don't really remember. I remember logging on. I remember seeing a death screen. I remember laughing at it, and I remember.
See, I didn't remember getting on Minecraft at all.
I half
the next
remember
day when
it.
people asked me. You follow me?
I half remember, and I'm kind of impressed because I somehow also managed to like even change my game screen in OBS to Minecraft. 'Cause I must have done that, right? That's crazy.
So yeah, here's where the chest. This is where you died. It was where I killed you, and the chest with all your stuff in it was sitting right here. Whenever, and we thought it'd be fine because it's like what's gonna happen. But then a creeper saw Jeff and blew up. Yeah.
So, but do you guys normally die? You guys don't normally die, right?
Not on a regular basis. That episode made up for all the episodes we didn't die.
You only died the only time it was actually damaging. That's amazing.
I was convinced all your stuff was gone.
Well, I have my Elytra. That's fine. I feel a lot better. It's good.
Is other stuff gone?
No, his armor was safe too.
I got stabby stab. Yeah, basically everything that a zombie could pick up. I guess I lost my tools,
your
but
power
that's fine.
and stuff are gone.
Is there anything in the?
Oh yeah, probably got some tools.
That's fine.
I don't understand
it's
how
easy
chunk
to get.
numbers work.
I don't know if you can look at those and it's like so we're trying to figure out. We need slimes, and we know there's a slime chunk over here. Marcus, I'll take you to it.
Well, we know that slimes spawn over here somewhere, so somewhere in here is a slime chunk. The question is, which chunk is it?
Where'd you go, Guude?
I went out. I guess you.
You went up and out.
No, come over here. Oh, that I don't know where that goes.
And so I did.
That's fine.
I did look up slime spawning rules, and it's. But in a spawn chunk or slime spawn chunk, it's anywhere below level 40, regardless of light.
Okay.
Fancy.
So if we can pin down which one of these chunks is the slime chunk, I don't know how to do that though. I want to dig out just some layers below level 40.
Right.
We can just like phone in a friend and just ask Packrat.
Etho?
Oh, or Efo. Just ask someone who knows that stuff, so you don't have to just delegate it. Just delegate it, like you're in the kitchen. Delegate.
Jeff, I don't know where we went down at. Can you come up?
Remember the water thing?
Yeah. No, I remember all of that. I just don't know. I'm not finding it. Oh, I see it now. I see it. Yeah, we're fine.
You got it. Okay. So I'm down here.
So
digging.
what's the thing, Jeff, with the computers?
Oh, so there's the two new exploits that apparently they're not that new to the processor companies, but their side what they called side load. Basically Google found an exploit in AMD and Intel chips and ARM chips. There's one called, I just had it up. Is it called Mayhem? And one called Scepter. And what is it called here? A Meltdown. One's called Meltdown that affects Intel chips and is apparently pretty devastating. Basically, and the other one's called Scepter, and it infects every chip. And pretty much it can give, and it's an exploit that gives people a way to get information off of your computer. But it's a hardware exploit because it's based on the CPU. And it affects all chips, basically, that pretty much have ever been made since 1995.
Wow.
Intel's known about it since June, and I don't know if AMD knew about it at the same time, but the guy who owns Intel, the CEO, like sold all his
See, I
stock.
knew about that.
Yeah, apparently that was after he knew about the exploit. He sold all his stock.
So he's gonna go to the directly to the cell that Martha Stewart got to sleep in. Right?
Well, I was reading an article on it today, and it seems that he sold his stock, but it was already a trade that was on the books before this information was known. But who knows how true that actually is?
But maybe he knew it before it was known secretly.
I
It was a secret within a secret, like double secret.
But either way, the
Double secret.
crazy thing is just how much it could potentially affect. And I guess you can put out some some operating system patches that pretty much make it so that part of the memory doesn't get used anymore, but it has ability to significantly slow down your chips if they're older than like a couple of years because of the way that they work. So, and then it's a big deal for if you can't do any hardware or software fixes. Like, what if you have like, we're in the hospital industry. Medical devices that utilize Intel chips, but don't run on like don't run on like Windows or something that doesn't have that kind of OS that's going to have the support for people to go through and create a patch for it.
Right.
I mean, what do you do? So it's been a big topic of discussion today at the hospital with the IT team on.
So are there like fixed chips?
I think their latest batch of chips has fixed the exploit, but that was because they knew about it and didn't tell anybody. It somehow just leaked this week. I don't know if it leaked or if they came out with it. And, you know, I'm sure like when you have exploits like that, they don't... It's not like the exchanges, the tax people, like Equifax and stuff, where you had a data breach and people are pissed off because they didn't tell anybody about the data breach. That's kind of, you know, terrible to not tell people about the data breach. This is one of those things where you want to keep it under wraps until you can get a fix out there to not give the information that is possible to people who will exploit it until you can fix it.
But you say it's a hardware exploit, right?
It's a hardware exploit.
So basically everyone ever has to buy a new computer.
Well, no, because you can fix it through some software means if you're running certain operating systems.
But
it's the way the processor
hardware?
handles a certain type of like instruction set in order to like speed things up, and you can patch the operating system to no longer utilize this instruction set so that the exploit's basically like hidden away.
Right.
But the thing is, if you're running, like I was talking about the medical software, you know, there's a lot of machines that utilize Intel chips, that utilize AMD chips, but they don't necessarily run on Windows.
So basically, you have a farm of potatoes. You have one bad potato, and you just tell the farmer, "Don't farm the bad potato."
Or put a glass jar on the bad potato so it can't affect the other potatoes.
I've never seen the farmer put a glass jar on a single potato in his field.
Well, if you just leave it there, it could. It's like you firewalled it off, essentially.
Right. So he put like a little brick wall around his one potato.
Yes, brick wall, not glass wall. So what was I thinking? That was my thought was stupid.
Yeah, no, that's a glass jar. That's dumb. No, full on brick wall.
So yeah, I'm surprised you guys hadn't heard about that because it was it's been.
Well, I saw
I heard
that
about
it was a big deal because of the
I saw it too.
CEO's stock, and that's all I knew. I didn't bother to look into it any further.
What I didn't know when reading an article on this stuff that the Equifax guy sold his stock when he found out about the data breach before it was public.
It's like everyone. It's like people like money or something.
Who would have thought money?
It's crazy.
I will tell you, I was in a meeting today, a phone meeting that's a really big initiative that we're doing, and it's got a lot of people in it from like my chief nursing officer, or her designee right now because she's out, but the stand-in chief nursing officer. Bunch of executive leadership is on this meeting, and it's a big corporate meeting, so it's not just my facility. And I'm like one of the lead people from informatics that's on it from a corporate perspective. I'm the informatics liaison, I guess it is. They were talking about, we were writing down absolutes for this random initiative that we're doing. And one of the things was talking about the nurse having to do something every time he or she is on duty. And somebody said, just to make this sound cleaner, can we take out the word duty? And they said that just like normal. And myself, of course, I'm snickering to myself like, duty. Somebody hysterically started laughing on the line and wouldn't stop laughing. Then I had to mute my microphone because I started laughing out loud, but this person didn't mute their microphone, and I'm like, oh my god, we're on a phone call with ridiculous amounts of executive leadership throughout the corporation, and somebody's laughing about the word duty.
Oh,
I was like, this person's my soulmate.
Hey, Jeff. There you go, Jeff.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll give you a thing.
You gave me a thing. Yay! You don't like my
Unless you were in
gold?
gold.
I was standing out. Remember when you used to wear diamond pants? Wait, was it? Or you used to wear gold pants, right?
Did I?
Wasn't that a thing on your single player series where you had to? You always wore a pair of gold pants no matter what because it was just your thing.
I don't remember Guude doing that. He might have.
I don't think that was ever
I
me.
don't know if it was good. Maybe you
You've been
wore.
cheating on me and watching somebody else?
Maybe you wore diamond, and I started wearing gold just to be different and ridiculous.
I mean, was it post or before the Guude quiz?
Oh God, I would. Yes. Would you like to play something there? This is Guude and I's work day. You place it, I break it. Let's 8 hours of this and we can go home. Come back tomorrow, do it all over.
Watching.
I don't know why I don't have a shovel. No, here's the problem. I don't know if this is the slime chunk.
No, we heard a slime in this area, but we never saw him, so we don't know where he spawned.
Right, but this cave is like opened up to so much more. So is
I know.
Is there anything in our F3 menu that gives us a chunk anymore?
Guys, if your lead is, I heard a slime one time.
Well,
I'm not sure
it was
this
more
is-
than once.
It was more than once.
Yeah, we
Oh,
heard
okay.
it. Yeah. There's
Twice.
been 2 different slimes.
Yeah, about 10 seconds apart. I heard it and I was like, "Good, I hear it." And he's like, "That was nothing." I heard it again. I'm like, "There it is, twice." It must be him.
And Jeff, you're sure that's not Guude doing the fapping noise with his mouth?
I mean, it could have been. Ventriloquist.
We could never
Oh, it's a
find it,
slime.
even though the noise went away.
So you never actually found it.
No.
You've never physically touched it.
Nope.
Didn't we
also-
see the first one, though?
Well, we did. The very first time we came down here, we did see one because I killed him, and that's how I got the 3 slime balls that we had.
All right.
But I'm looking at my menu. Is there anything that tells me what the chunk is? That's why I got my F3. Everybody, because I want to see where the chunk changes and try to see if we can figure out this chunk.
I mean, the multiplayer chunk cache there's 2 numbers there. I don't know.
Mine, it keeps staying 441, no matter where I've run.
Yeah, seems to be. It flashes something different every once in a while, but doesn't ever change.
It's like one of the F3 plus Q or F3 plus something menus show us chunks. I'm gonna screw this. Minecraft C chunk borders. Let's see if that works. F3 plus. Oh my god, it can. F3 plus G can be used to display chunk boundaries.
Oh, what?
I had no idea you could do that in normal Minecraft.
No one knew.
I know
Look
this
at
is
that.
like a modded thing.
It's like a tech show.
So the question is it which chunk do you think it is then? Because there's
I think the yellow one.
thanks. I like the one with the blue horizontal line. That's the one I like.
This is to keep your bearing. Know what way is up.
I had
We
no
heard
idea
it.
that you could actually do that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
we saw it right around here is where we heard it.
Why G
Well,
though?
we
There's no-
originally heard him when we just came down those stairs. Came out of the mob farm
Yeah, but-
over here.
But all this digging right through here is because we were trying to find the slime. We were digging towards it right here in this little stairwell that doesn't go
I
anywhere.
wish I could just see him spawn and know which chunk he's in. Build a cool slime
So-
chunk.
So why do you guys need slime balls?
Because I need One more to make
Sticky
the sticky piston. But then I figured it'd be fun to be right next to the mob farm and have, you know, a nice slime farm.
Right. For one ball.
I mean,
You know
I
what?
guess
I bet we stopped hearing him. I continued digging in that tunnel that you had started in, and it came out into an area with a bunch of lava. So I bet we stopped hearing him because he died in the lava.
So you think it's...
I mean, if this was a slime chunk, we'd have seen a slime by now, right?
I mean,
know that. That's true.
but we know there's a slime chunk around
How?
because I'm psychic. Well, because there were slimes down here, so we know.
Do slimes only spawn in slime chunks?
Yes, and the swamp.
Are we in the swamp?
No.
Kind of, though, right?
Yes, kind of. For some reason.
I mean, it's got water and trees, so I mean, it's
I'm gonna dig out.
got some of the qualities.
I want to dig out like a layer in this chunk right here and just.
I'm just gonna play like this now.
It's kind
I'm
of cool.
doing it too. It's like,
It
we'll do.
reminds me of modded. And what we could do is we could dig out every chunk and then border it and see where the slime's at.
You could.
I got to a new age today, Marcus.
2 new aids?
You did? Which one?
To a new age. The one that I need to go to the end for. H6.
You're in H6 now. I'm in H5. Oh. Someone's catching up.
You play a lot more than me, to be fair. But
I do.
also,
But also
I,
have camera.
I spend a lot more time building walls too. That's mostly what my
Or
playthrough
digging
is.
tunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing a tiny bit of boring myself. Tiny bit. It's just super easy with the hammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we
You
have
got it
one of those
upgraded where
hammers
it's like
right
the
now?
5x5. I know, it would be so great.
Is there an F3 plus hammer button?
3 plus hammer. I would like to have 3 plus hammer, please. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like because they won't spawn when we're standing right here either. That's the other problem.
Well,
Right. They
won't spawn 24 blocks, right? But they should at the very end, right?
I mean, but do they just because you walk out of the way, do they spawn? Are they like, boom, 24 blocks? What's up, bitches?
I think I'll go to the servers and find the slime there, Jeff. And you guys can keep digging with your iron pickaxes.
I mean, you could find a slime, but I think we're underwater or something here, probably, right?
Don't you guys live next to a swamp?
We don't live next to a swamp.
I swear, you do live next to water, though. There's water somewhere.
That is correct. There is water. There's a big difference between swamps and water, though. Like if I said I wanted a house on the lake, and somebody was like, "Here you go," and I was like in a swamp, I would not be a happy man.
So, is the American word for swamp a bayou?
I mean, bayous are a version of swamp.
Right.
I don't know if there's actually more than one version of swamp, or if that's just a different word for swamp. But bayous are swamps.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoa.
You find a slime?
No, but when you come on the surface and you got this F3 thing going on, it's wild.
Oh, if you look up, oh, that's trippy.
Yes.
And then the red wires is like a laser
crazy.
show.
Yes. Holy crap.
What's the point of the red wire?
Oh, those are more chunks actually. Just not as detailed as these ones.
Yeah. I thought there was a swamp right over here.
I just feel like you guys. I just feel like when I think of you guys, I just think of a swamp. That's where you reside.
Swamp people?
Swamp people. You come out at night.
I mean, we're not alley people.
Maybe there wasn't a swamp over here.
No, there's one. We can get to a swamp. It's just we have to go through the nether.
Mm.
Yeah, one of my portals from the nether takes us to a swamp. I can't remember why I wanted to go to the swamp.
For
Or if I
slime.
just coincidentally went to the swamp. I just had the need for bayou in my blood.
Want some gator. Surprised they're adding turtles to this game.
And dolphins.
Are the dolphins going to be rapey?
Maybe.
They might be. And what
they're-
turtles do you mean?
Are they going to do the?
Are they computer craft turtles?
No, they're
No.
biological turtles.
What is?
Yeah, I don't quite know what you're doing with that.
Well, when a turtle does and is riding your leg, it's time to go.
I would
It's-
agree.
it's,
It would be time to go, but
Have you ever heard of mating turtle? Come on, Guude. You should have.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. I'm
I've
just
got the
saying,
sun
like,
directly in my right now. If you look straight up, the sun is directly inside the middle of the chunk. It's a beautiful thing.
oh,
It's not leaving the chunk.
this whole new, wow.
I'm gonna do all this work and get this layer on this chunk all dug out, and it's gonna be like the chunk next to it.
Yeah, I think you're wasting your time. I mean, being honest.
We were all thinking it. Good. It didn't have to be said. Don't ruin his dream.
I think it's funny that you say that after you helped for a while.
Yeah.
You're like, sure, I'll help you
I
find
stopped
that
there.
thing that I actually lost of yours that I didn't tell you about. I'll help you look for a long time and then leave.
I
The
do
fir-
like these borders though.
The first known time that the word bayou was used was in 1763. Did you guys know?
The more you know.
Years.
Uh huh.
And what was it used to describe? Was it a woman?
That's one
Listen,
bayou.
I think it's quite insulty to call a woman a swamp.
That's not what I meant at all.
What did you mean?
I didn't actually mean really anything. I was just trying to say some stupid stuff, but
This is
Yeah,
where you
now
end
you're
up, good. This is what happens. This is what happens, man. Don't call women swampy. It's not the right way.
I mean, if you keep that up, you can run for president or something.
Oh Jesus. You good?
just
I heard there's a big
Minecraft
button.
locker room talk.
It's just,
No big deal. No big deal. Okay, so this is a chunk.
Did you see the FCC's going to
Why are you digging
redefine
down?
broadband? I felt like it could be a little taller.
Oh,
Or-
okay. I thought this was plenty big. I was just gonna be a perfect size layer for 3x3.
See, I don't know if
Big
they'll spawn
plants.
where they bump their heads right away.
I don't know
feel like
either, actually. I have no idea.
my pick just broke this. So that's as far as I can go. And we're out of time anyway, so that's as far as any of us can go, really.
Well, thanks for
Well,
watching, guys.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.